Welcome guys back to another video. Asta here from Chatbot Builder AI. And today I'll be showing you on what you can check for when your chatbot is not responding. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. As you can see, I'm here in Chatbot Builder AI. This is the account I'll be using today. And the first thing we want to do is head on over to flows. Now the reason being is we want to check our error log. You want to pay attention specifically to any API related errors in the error log. I'll also show you something that can be a little bit confusing. Sometimes when our chatbot is not responding and we're panicking, it's normal. We oversee any fine details, like we don't really pay attention. So like for example, I might come in here and say, new user, your bot was deactivated. Please deactivate it again. Max number of contacts reached, your current level is 25. I might just look at this and go, oh, this is the problem. No, relax, take a breather. Make sure that this is the most recent error that is in sync with your current date and time. So if you experience this error, let's say if you try to send a message and it didn't work, come in here and see, okay, I've sent my message at 11:52 a.m. on the 16th of December. Is it gonna be like, 11:55? That's what you're looking for. If it is, then we know, okay, whatever is written here is the reason why we're not getting a response back. So if there's nothing here, the next thing we can check is if our other GPT settings are set up correctly. So let's head over to settings. And this is very important. There are two different areas where you can pull a default reply from. The default reply is the section that is, or the part of your bot that is responding to every single message that you're sending, unless specifically instructed not to do so. So when you first interact with a bot, you usually get the welcome message, which is, like, hey, welcome to the page, etc. However you want to set that up. And then once you send a message after that, the default reply is responsible for responding to that. So the default reply can be in two places. It can be here, general, default flow. This is where you would select the flow that you have set up as a default reply, if you wish to have your default reply from the flow section. Now, go to integrations, OpenAI, and this is another section where you can have your default reply in. See, if I click on edit, you can see that this area can also have the prompt in it with functions, or I can select the agent I want or assistant. This section only works if the default agent switch is turned on. So once this is turned on, and I click save up here, let's click save, right. So once this is turned on, all of my information is being pulled from here. Now, if I have this turned off and click save, it will pull the information from the flow I have set up as my default reply in the generals tab right here, right? Now, let's say I have nothing in here, no flow, and I have this turned off. Well, the bot can't really respond now, can it? So we gotta just make sure that we have that set up correctly. Now, if this is turned on, you also need to make sure that you are selecting the correct one for your bot. Are you selecting an agent, an assistant, or a custom instruction for your business prompt? That's also very important. I'm gonna keep this one off. Now, the next thing that we can check for is, for example, it is channel specific. So if your messenger isn't responding, but your web chat is. So what you wanna do is, you wanna head over to channels. You wanna make sure that they are set up correctly. So for Facebook Messenger, you would have this connect here. Towards the bottom is a button that's called Reconnect. You're like refreshing permissions. So you can make sure that you've given all of the permissions that you need to for CBB to have access to your Facebook page and work properly. So in short, Facebook messages, check meta permissions. Now for WhatsApp, you want to make sure that your number is properly connected. And for web chat, all you gotta do is verify your script installation. Now, another thing that could be the reason why you're really not getting a response back is having things like third-party chatbot platforms connected. Like maybe you were using ManyChat previously and you still have to connect it. That can also cause an issue. So you wanna remove that. Remove the connection from your Facebook page to ManyChat, so there's nothing interfering. Another thing that you can do is in inbox, you want to ensure that the bot is active. So for example, if you're testing or you have a friend testing and the bot is not active, they can send as many messages as possible and the bot will not respond. This happens There are several reasons why this can happen. If there's a conversation transferred to human function triggered, or if you have responded back to them. So if I have this activated and I say hi from this end, it will deactivate the chatbot. So now if they're messaging the bot, they will not get a response, or if you're testing, you won't get a response either. So you want to ensure that this is turned on. Now another thing you want to check is head on over to settings, and you want to make sure that you are not in developer mode. This one has happened to me personally a couple of times. So from here you want to go to settings, general, scroll all the way down, and where you see developer mode, you want this to be turned off. Sometimes for whatever reason, if you make some changes or something and you have turned this on and you click save, the bot will not work. It says it here, your bot will work only for bot admins. Enable this option if you're building your bot and don't want non-admins to use the bot. So if you did updates and things like that. So you need to check to see that this is turned off. If it's turned on, you know what the issue is. But yes, those are the most common reasons why your bot wouldn't respond. Just ensuring that your API key is connected, check your error log, make sure that if you're in trial, if you're on a trial account, if you haven't gone past the quota of contacts for testing, things like that. If there still is, like if you tested all these things and the bot still isn't responding, you can reach out to our absolutely amazing support team. You can do that actually very easily by clicking here on Assistant and click on Get Support. Or you can say something like, hi, I want to speak to support. Or actually, much easier. You can click the Get Human Support. Once you click on Get Human Support, you will be given a series of questions. To connect with a human support agent, please confirm your first and last name. So it'll take you through maybe 3 or 4 questions. You answer them. This is very, very important because without these questions, support cannot help you. You need to be able to have all of the right information or what account is having these issues, right? And also once we get disconnected, if we get disconnected for some sort of reason, we can reach back out to you via email and ensure that you are completely taken care of. So yes, I thank you for watching this video. I hope it is helpful for a quick solution, quick little checklist run through. I'll also leave the checklist down below in the description. Links to our Discord community and Facebook group. Please do join. And if this is your first time with CBB, welcome. You're gonna absolutely love it. We have a little bit of a learning curve, but it is 100% worth it. Trust me. Now, you have an amazing rest of your day, evening, or night, and I'll catch you later.